Oh man, here we go, folks. It is game number 5 of the Pama Pro Invitational. Mission Black Ice, Mission Bauer Bordercats. This is only year number 3 of the Pama Pro Invitational, right? First year, Black Ice wins. Second year, Snipers win. Black Ice, so we're looking at the defending champions right now. Looking at the defending champions right now, playing the Mission Bauer Bordercats. Whoa, one-timer there by Lemke. Great save by Machinsky to start out. Remains scoreless. That was the first early chance here. The best chance of the game here comes from Ryan Lemke. And Machinsky shuts the door on it. PJ DiMartino. DiMartino, top of the circle. Waits here. Leaves it for KJ Tiffenworth. Tiffenworth in behind the net. Looks up. And he's going to slow things down and plays it back into his own end to Vinny Caligieri. Matt Gerger, John Chavo. Gerger lost it. Back comes Kaysen Homan. Homan in all alone on Machinsky. Fires one, saved by Machinsky. Here's Chavo coming back, defended by Eric Purcell. Chavo waits, now there's defenders back, but he has help as well. Chavo gets it to Matt Gerger. Nate Gerger not dressed in uniform. He will not make the trip. John Chavo has the puck. Chavo comes in, fires one glove side. It eludes Jason Strauss, the Mission Bauer Bordercat goaltender. Holman has it. Holman pressured by Tyler Kraft. Kraft all over him. Holman steps to the middle. Kraft gets help from Chavo, but it's lost, and starting back now is Kevin Maddox for the Bordercats. Maddox plays it back here into his own end to Purcell. Battle at center is Caligieri and Maddox, and Matt Gerger comes up with it. Plays it back into his own end where Machinsky slows that one down. Chavo plays it back to Caligieri. Caligieri takes a shot. That's saved in there by Strauss. Starting back out with it now is Chris Rockman of the Bordercats. Rockman has control, fights off a checker, and gets it all the way back now. Strauss will tip it to Purcell. Purcell waits, leaves it for Kyle Soper. Purcell will go for a change. I had to text him, folks. Here's a chance now, and all alone, Soper fires, saved by Machinsky.
Here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a year.
Oh, God.
But Dennis Jelcik has joined me.
It feels like it's been a week.
Right? I know, man. Time just flies. We're here. We are scoreless. Can you hear me there, Den?
Yeah, I got you.
DiMartino fires one, saved by Strauss. Puck goes into the corner, and coming out now with it are the Bordercats. Puck knocked up through center.
So, George, can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you very
good.
well.
That's good. All right, so I noticed you were here earlier. You had a game earlier, and
Yes.
I left it was 0-0.
Yes.
Now, just so you know, and Chris Trefty will attest to this, I've been the lucky guy this tournament. Wherever I go, goals follow me. So how did that go after I left?
It went bad.
Oh.
And you know what the funny thing was? I really believe that
You needed a power play goal in the first half when you had 2 or 3 chances,
Absolutely.
and I watched it. You hit the poster, crossbar on one, and then they turned and went the other way.
We took the lead 2-1 in the second period.
Right.
Took the lead 2-1.
I heard that.
And then for the game, they were 5 of 6 on their power plays.
Yikes.
And so it just...
So you've been watching the Rangers power play and penalty kill.
We stayed in the box. We stayed in the box, and it wasn't too pretty for us. But there's always tonight. We got another game tonight against Pama. There's a steal in there. Taken away by Tiffenworth. Tried to get it back door, but Strauss covers up on that, doing the splits there.
So black ice, and looks like the Bordercats.
Yipper.
0-0, 3 minutes in, 6 minutes in, it's 18-minute halves.
Yeah.
And get used to some of these rosters here.
Right.
Black ice doesn't change very often.
Black ice doesn't, but there's some additions here to the Bordercats. Names like Case and Holman, who we've seen over and over, but would not expect to see on the Bordercats here.
Right.
There's Brendan Baumgartner, there's Chris Rockman, some names that I just haven't recognized. Brendan Baumgartner I've heard before, but Chris Rockman's a new one to me, so it'll be interesting to see him play. Tiffenworth plays it back off the board to Pascali, to Kozlow. Kozlow to Gerger, Matt Gerger. Gerger gets a feed back door. That shot saved in there by Strauss, and he hangs on. Bokina takes it up on the wing. That one eludes Holman. Holman gives chase to it. Kozlow defends him. Holman gets on it first. Kozlow defends him, but Siciliano tries to get in there, but he gets help in there from Matt Gerger. Taken away. Tyler Kraft tried to poke it home. It goes into the corner. And now taken back here for Anthony Kozlow.
George, in looking at the division, some of the rosters that have changed, obviously, would you say out of the 12 teams, it's pretty tough to determine where we're headed for the playoffs this early?
I would say it was tough. I would say the top 6 teams, and I think me and you could sit here and name the top 6 teams.
I can go further than 6, I think. It might be 8.
Yeah, you know what? There's 8 out of the 12 teams that'll make it. I don't know who those bottom 4 will be. If we're ranking it off of play in the first few games, I think we've got just a little bit to go here before I can decide that. Holman shot blocked by Gerger. I mean, the clear ones we know are going to be there. There's teams like that are not. There's a quick shot saved by Machinsky. That shot came off the stick of Travis Bokina. Getting some information here from John Gellerman. Baumgarten and Rockman, both from Canada's double IHF team. So that's interesting there. Here's a chance. Score! A shot top shelf from Eric Purcell, the Michigan native, and he makes it 1-0 Bordercats.
2 odd man rushes against Black Ice in the last 35 seconds. That doesn't happen very often.
Listen, and it doesn't happen very often because they're probably one of the best teams at playing man-to-man. But in that situation, another odd man rush, and like you said, they've allowed a couple of them here. It'll be interesting not having Nate Gerger, you know, whenever the snipers play, they don't have
huge
Shane
loss,
Fox,
right?
You know, so it'll be interesting to see how Black Ice plays. Black Ice lost in the semis at Narch. They won tours. It'll be very interesting to see. Here's a steal. Purcell, who just scored the goal, gives it away to Pascali. Pascali gets it across the North. Backhand fired it wide. Pascali gets it up ahead now. Maddox starts back. Maddox got it into the slot. Given up there. Chris Rockman. Rockman leaves it there now for Kyle Soper. Soper will wait back there. He'll let Maddox pass. Soper off the boards. Looking for Baumgarten. Baumgarten turns in the corner. Brendan Baumgarten lays that off the boards back into his own end for Kyle Soper.
So, George, how'd the trip go?
Oh, Dan.
Went that well, huh?
Listen, I'm going to write in my blog today. People will not believe exactly how that trip went. Comes in over, played back by Rockman. And Noy's hurt. He's going to get off. He got taken out of the play. It was a collision with 3 players. So no interference there. Soper plays it across to Baumgartner. Baumgartner got across. Soper fires one. Machinsky just dropped him blind.
What a save. That's so much net to shoot at. What a save by Machinsky, George, to keep this 1-0. Black Ice getting outplayed a little bit for a few minutes here.
They are. They are. This game is dominated so far by the Bordercats. And if it wasn't for Machinsky, this game could be 2-3 nothing.
I'm going to say at least 2, maybe 3, yes.
He came up with a save 20 seconds in.
Okay.
So Caligiuri wants to start away. Does to Tiffenworth. Tiffenworth into the slot. Tiffenworth still has control of the puck. Tiffenworth back to Caligiuri. Caligiuri up on the wing. Gerger. Caligiuri. Tyler Kraft.
George, we always talk about strategy, rule changes, etc. There aren't many this year changes, if any.
Correct.
18-minute halves. I like that. How do you like the delayed call, delayed penalty, hold it across center ice roll?
I mean, I think that's the right way to do it. I mean, there's a shot there from Vinny Caligiuri, stopped by Jason Strauss. I think that's the right way to do it. I mean, they've tried some tournament series, have tried a shot clock, which is just
I think that's a bit much.
It doesn't work. You got referees both conferences saying, I don't know what. I mean, come on. Yeah, but I just don't think it works. I think the over and back rule is the correct way to go about it, just because. And when Narcs did that, they then fixed it, and they have the over and back rule as well. So I think that's the smartest way to go about it, because you can't kill the entire time, you can't kill the entire play when you're getting a delayed penalty here. So I think that's the smartest thing. You're forcing teams to take chances and scoring chances on that 5-on-4 when they pull the goaltender. So. Matt Gerger has the puck, lost control, and back comes
odd man rush.
The Bordercats. 3-on-2 here. Siciliano. Siciliano cuts to the middle. Great poke check in there by Tyler Kraft. Kraft plays it back in behind the net, now into the corner to Matt Gerger. Gerger gets it across into open space, but the first one there is John Chavo. Chavo leaves it there for Anthony Kozlo.
Do you think adopting something like the international play has, where you have to go across center before making a pass or such, would work?
For delayed penalties or just at any time?
In general, we're talking now too.
So when you can't make a pass
across center, you've got to gain the zone to make a play.
I don't like it.
The old RHI rules, I believe it was.
Right. I don't like it. But here's Kozlo, shot fired over top of the net. Do you think it would make the game better? I mean, I don't personally like it. I think it's changing the game too much.
I don't think you're going to make the teams.
No way!
Oh.
What is going on here with the goaltenders? Strauss just robbed him.
What
Strauss and Machinsky are putting on a show.
What a save. Which one's better? That one's got to be better.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You're killing me here.
That one's better.
Hey, if you're watching online right now, downtown G.E. Brown, tweet it right away. Whose save was better, Machinsky's or Strauss? No ties. No ties either. Clear save by Machinsky. You got to choose one. Downtown G.E. Brown.
So that one's a lot more even than Hashikwa, because that one's a landslide.
There is. Here's a shot off the goalpost from Pascali, and that one goes right back into Strauss.
You only have 5 minutes to vote, folks, so jump in now. The first 3 votes may decide this.
Man, oh man, a 1-0 game, and we've had more scoring chances in this first period than some entire games we've seen already. 1-0, it remains. Purcell's goal is the only goal of the game for the Bordercats. Rockman plays it back in behind his own net. Comes up now to Ryan Lemke. Lemke to Rockman. Goes to the backhand, trying to get to his forehand. Taken away there. Sam Eisenhower couldn't reach it. Rockman plays it back into Brian Baumgartner.
Matt Koleski working the bench on the Bordercats bench right now.
Matt Koleski's always been one of those top-notch coaches. He's going to have to pull. Of course, on paper, they're not going to be the names that you always know. They're always going to be Bordercat names, but some of the additions, you might not know them. I had to find out from John Gellerman if it was, here's a chance. Rockman scores!
Untouched, uncovered, out of the corner.
I had to find out who Rockman and Baumgarten were, but Matt Koleski is pulling these guys, and he's got them up 2-0 on the defending champions. 2-0 B-Cats.
Black Ice has given up a lot of scoring chances within their
They have.
within their
Defensively,
end.
they're not
Yeah,
bringing
they've
it
had
yet.
chances to score though, but they've given up so many.
On the wing, Pascali. Maybe we'll see a little bit more here from Black Ice now, down 2-0. Diffenworth trying to get in, defended by Kyle Siciliano. Diffenworth plays it all the way back into his own zone to Gerger. Keep the tweets coming, folks. Keep the tweets coming. Zach Harrison, Strauss 100%. I don't know if Harrison's biased because he's played with Strauss forever. And I've got to apologize. Earlier I kept saying Cannoni, Little Cannoni, and it was Little Combs on the Snipers, number 9. That was my bad. I've got to make sure I make that correction, so I'm apologizing now. Pascali plays in the middle. Gerger wants to shoot it. Quick scores! Smart play by Gerger. He knew that Strauss was out of the net, and he fires that one and puts Black Ice on the board and cuts the lead in half.
Oh, we've got some fans here in the stands for Gerger.
The Gerger sign
Look
goes
at
up.
this! Is that his 2005 team that he's coaching, George?
I think it is.
It is, it is. Look at this, I love it. Longtime player Matt Gerger. Obviously his brother's not here. His father's longtime face here, not here yet.
Very true, very
When
true.
I spoke to Matt earlier yesterday, he mentioned that his father has to work for a living. I don't know who does that anymore, but they've got to be here. Or is he here?
I play dress up for a living. I get on stage and sing and act, and I get paid to do it. So I love it. Rob Woods, Strauss save was filthy. That's what he says on Twitter. 2-1 score here. Tyler Craft now walks into the slot, fires, scores! That quick, Black Ice has tied it at 2.
2 mistakes, 2 goals, tie game. Wow, what a response.
It just seems like teams work so hard to take a 2-0 lead on Black Ice and then make it easy.
On any team, though, not just Black Ice, on any team, he works hard to take a 2-0 lead. Everything's going fine. 2 breakdowns and you're tied 2-2. Will this end 9-7? I'm not sure.
So far, this is the highest scoring first period we've seen all day.
I watched your game, which when I left was 0-0 going into the half. I'm
Right.
not sure what the halftime score was.
Halftime score is 1-0.
There you go.
No, 1-1.
Okay, so 0-0 in essence.
That is right, 1-0, and then we scored 2 early in the second. And then they killed us on the power play.
Thank you, Chris Trepty, for jumping in to give us those stats. Here comes
Tyler Craft there.
again.
Plays it back into his own zone. Hanoi. BJ DiMartino to Chavo. Chavo. Curls top of the circle to DiMartino. Fires one off the goalpost. Quick shots coming from Black Ice, and they've picked up the pace and they're controlling the pace. But back comes Travis Bokina. Bokina fires one over top of the net. He'll be the first one to the puck. He touches it, but it's taken by Hanoi. Hanoi back to BJ DiMartino. He'll slow things down and behind his own net. So if you're watching here, we're coming from State Wars 13, SWH Live. It's George Brown, Chris Trefty has been on the broadcast, and today Dennis Jelsic right now, his first broadcast, at least with me. We are broadcasting to you live.
Chris Trefty mentioned that he had me for 5 minutes. Well, that was for the broadcast booth. I've jumped in on a few games. I did a full game yesterday. If you consider A nothing Mercy a full game. Jumped in a few times here and there. Pace has changed a little bit here, George.
Pace has changed a lot, and I think it's one of those things where teams aren't afraid now to go end-to-end. Bachman, Kiss fires, tried to go blocker side. It's sticked aside by Machinsky, played back by Rockman into his own end to Travis Bokina.
So far, only 1 vote on the great save. By the way, I got a text. Some other people have been listening. They got 2 votes now for.
So you got 2, I got 2. It's 4-0 Strauss.
Yeah.
1 more vote for Strauss. I think we got to claim him
To
a
wrap
clear
it up.
winner. Yep. That'll be it. The fat lady will have sung.
Looks like we have some photos being taken from the stands being put on Snapchat, Facebook, etc. of us up here, George. So you might want to wave out there in case people are watching at home.
Listen.
Everyone knows downtown George Brown. They obviously know Chris Trefty, and I'm just going to hide behind people so they don't know me.
Here's Pascali coming in now to the zone. Pascali defended well by Purcell. Pascali plays it back to Gerger. Gerger. Caligieri. Vinny Caligieri curls back into his own end. Denny, I'm going to give you a chance to give your handle here. Anybody follow me? I'm going to be all over Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram. Well, maybe more Snapchat and Twitter. Downtown GE Brown everywhere. Everywhere.
All over the place.
Pascali, that one's broken up. Under a minute left here in the first period. Tied at 2.
I'm not going to give away my handle at all. They can find me themselves.
Gotcha.
Most of them have found me. Some of the players back home, my younger teams watching, hey. We're waving from the booth here.
Downtown GE Brown. Talk to me during the games, guys. Whoa, that one went off Machinsky's skate and bounced out. Purcell plays it across to Siciliano. Siciliano, great head fake to cut to the middle. Got it backdoor. Oh, there's a chance.
What a great pass.
And that was Baumgarten looking for Lemke backdoor. 10 seconds left here. Off the back of the net, Baumgarten plays it to himself. 5 seconds left, dumps it in the corner. Well, Siciliano will let the time run out. Bordercats scored the first 2. Black Ice with the last 2 at the end of 1. We're all tied at those 2s, Black Ice and Bordercats. Folks, we are back here. Start of period number 2, all tied at 2. Bordercats, Black Ice.
Strauss has gotten his 5th vote, so I'm going to say that is the winner.
I want to give a shout out to Linda Chavo. Mike Chavo just sent a message to me saying she's watching back at home. Here's a breakaway for Lemke. Kicked it to a stick. Scored!
Oh, what a big goal out of the gate. 30 seconds in, George.
Ryan Lemke struggled with the puck there, but then made it look easy. 3-2 Bordercats.
I've noticed that not many lineup changes during the game for Black Ice or Bordercats. How about you, George? You make line change on the fly? When do you think about doing that? Is there a defensive line that you put out there with a 3-2 lead? Is there guys that, what are you thinking?
In the first game, because it was going so good,
can't make changes.
I just didn't make any changes. I rolled them. I just rolled them and rolled them and rolled them. It was going so great. And then at a certain chance, Machinsky looked like he's struggling a little bit with the puck.
Yeah. The last shot of the first half went through his legs off his skate.
Yeah.
Looked like he didn't know where it was.
And he got some luck there that it didn't bounce in.
A little uncomfortable, I'd say.
I'm going to jump in here real quick. Is this a case of Black Ice doing what they always do, or getting off to a slow start where everyone's like, oh, Black Ice, what are they doing? They're not playing great. Then they'll just run the playoffs?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. I think this is more of a case where Black Ice, everybody is now giving Black Ice their best game.
Is out to beat them.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're the defending champion here. and when your name has been the name in roller hockey for the last 3 years. So, yeah, they're going to get everybody's best game here. But as of right now, a huge goal by Ryan Lemke early here in the second period to make it a 3-2 game. Bordercats gain the lead right back.
So, George, have you had a chance to walk around the rink and see anything what's going on, or you come right to the broadcast booth out of the taxi?
I came right out. My players picked me up, thank God.
Oh.
But I came right to the bench, basically. I had to get my team ready. Came right to the bench for the first game. And then immediately after our first game, I came up here and jumped on the broadcast with Trefty.
So you haven't had a chance to even eat?
I did. I ate on the broadcast, which was so tacky of me. Because I'm sure people could hear me chewing my ham and Swiss and my chips. I tried to turn myself down, but was turning up because I wanted to add some insight into the game. I had my ham and Swiss sandwich chewing on it in my mouth while I was broadcasting the game. So I apologize to anybody that had to hear me eat.
Let's talk a little strategy here. It's obviously early in the second half.
Let's go with it.
3-2 game. What are you thinking here, Coach? If you're the Bordercats with a 3-2 lead right now.
If you're the Bordercats, you're not changing anything because right now it looks like Black Ice is kind of going through the motions. They're coming back to the bench, slamming their sticks. They're frustrated. Their heads are hanging when it just looks like two different benches. Black Ice is intently watching the game with some heads hanging, but the Bordercats are up talking to each other. It just seems like two different attitudes here on the bench. So I'm not changing anything if I'm the Bordercats. Black Ice needs to pick up their intensity because they're going to get it from every single team.
Also, not many power plays in this game or penalty kills for that matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a big save by Strauss, too.
It seemed like there were more power plays in our game than there have been combined in the remainder of the games. There were 8 power plays in our game.
In your game. That's
3,
just the way you coach, I think.
3, yeah. No, I think it was, there was 8. 6 for RPD, 2 for us.
My question, going back to a comment you made a few minutes ago, Mike Chavo texted you that Linda Chavo's watching this game?
Yeah.
Well, what is Mike doing?
Mike's right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't see him. There he is.
Mike's in the stands, yeah. And he waves.
Front row seats. I wonder if he paid for those.
I'm sure he didn't. Coming up next, Mudcats, Coyotes. Mudcats, Halton Coyotes. Coming up next on the Pama Pro Invitational. And then we will get back around to the second game of each team's pool play. So then we get Roadrunners RPD both playing their second game. And I'll be heading out of that game at intermission because we'll be playing the Pama Golden Knights right after that.
What time's the second pool of games there?
Second pool game, second pool game started at 4:30, so it goes right in a row. Everything.
That's another question. Do you like this? Like you had the 10, 11 o'clock game, is that right?
What did we have? 11:20.
11:20, and then you turn around and play at what time?
6.
That's not bad. You like that quick turnaround, or instead of the old 10 and then 8, per se?
I don't mind that at all, especially when once pro starts, it's nothing but pro in the main ring.
Right.
I like that a lot. Gerger takes that shot, and that's deflected off into the corner. I like it a lot because it not only gives the guys time, but if they want to just chill at the rink and rink rat it up a little bit, they're watching nothing but pro games.
Very true.
Caligiuri will go back and recover it. We are just about 5 minutes into this second period. And the only goal of this second period has been Ryan Lemke's breakaway goal 30 seconds in.
So I'd like to throw a shout out.
Sure.
Ken Halverson watching back at home.
Oh, boom.
Boom. Boom, baby, boom.
You knew that was coming. And let's talk about...
He even named one of his teams. Wow. New Jersey Boom.
Let's talk about his son. How
cool is he? I've had the pleasure of coaching him in this tournament since he's very young. And Kenny's been involved for a long time. Just so easy to get along with.
And Kenny's one of the best guys in the sport.
Loves doing this. Loves it.
He's
I'm not sure where he is right now.
He's one of the funniest guys.
Is he out fishing?
I don't know. I know he's not here.
How are you not here right now? You're coming for Junior to boom it up?
Boom it up. And I'll be gone by that time. Strauss with a big save there on P.J. DiMartino. Jason Holman coming away now. And behind Siciliano, he could have tried to wrap around, but didn't go for it. Holman now plays it back into his own end to Purcell.
Just, you know, we talked about penalties in your game. I just got a comment. There was so many power plays in George's game because he coaches a hack and whack show. Wow. Wow. Any comments on that?
None at all. I'm not even responding to it. I would like to know who it was, though.
We're not going to be able to give that away just
okay.
yet.
Got it.
I'll give you a hint. He'll be here, and you won't.
Oh, man. Purcell wants to go again. Kraft defends him. Purcell gets around him. Purcell cut in front and almost had a chance there to make it 4-2. Kraft now gets it to Anoy.
I must say, Koleski really coaching up the bench right now, tapping his guys on the back and saying, let's go here, 3-2 lead. I just heard that from the bench.
I had to
hear everything here.
Had to get the bootleg cough button from Trefty with no button on the button.
No button.
It's ghetto.
As you
Even
would know.
more ghetto now. Even more ghetto now. He takes a button from another button and puts it on that button. Oh, man. Comes back. Kozlo now starts away. 11 minutes left here in the second period. Matt Gerger. Gerger fires one. Blocked in there by Travis Bokina.
Well, Kais, once again, taking a step back here. Backed off a little bit, don't you think?
I think they've backed off a little bit. They brought it at 2-0, and now once that goal happens, that's a giveaway.
That's a bad turnover.
You don't want to do that. Pascali to Eisenhower. Eisenhower tried to get around Kish, and that's one defenseman you probably won't get around.
Still so much time left in this game, too.
There is. And that's what happens, these long games. You look up and it's like, oh my God, we still have a whole game left, a whole period.
Have you ever noticed how slow the clock goes when you have the lead and how quick it goes when you're down
Oh
the goal?
my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's brutal.
I thought I'd throw that in today instead of tomorrow.
Yo, you look up, you have the lead with 15 minutes left. You have so much playing time. You look up, there's 14:58 remaining. It's like, what just happened?
You go down 3-2, you went from 12 minutes to 4 in like a flash.
Right. It's so brutal. Oh, Lemke couldn't control the pass. And it comes out of Pascali, fires one over top of the net. Siciliano. 3 Black Eyes players back on that one. Kozlo gets it now. Kozlo defended by Lemke. Gerger gets it, swings it, but it's too far, and it'll be taken away now here. Oh, almost poked away. Bokina missed it the first time, finally got it back. Comes up on the ring to Siciliano. Siciliano. Girls on the half wall. Oh, Bokina was looking for Lemke and almost got him, but it's taken away now by Caligiuri. On the feed from Eisenhower. Caligiuri gets around his defenseman. Caligiuri backhand! Saved by Strauss. Was it Pascali 93? My bad. My apologies. Bokina. Bokina tried to look for Siciliano, couldn't get it to him. And behind the net, it's Eisenhower taking it away. Eisenhower plays it back to Caligiuri. Caligiuri now waits.
I'm going to hate to cut out here, but I have been summoned.
Sounds good, sir. We will see you a little bit later.
I will cut him back here. Everyone back home, enjoy these games. And keep throwing some shout-outs to downtown George Brown and every media book there is.
Behind the net, taken down there was Tiffenworth. It's Omen playing it back into his own end to Soper. Kyle Soper. Misiak. Mitch Misiak to Homan. Homan back to Misiak in his own end. Under 8 left now in the second period. 3-2 Bordercat lead. Misiak plays it through the middle of Kevin Maddox. Maddox up on the wing. Case it Homan. Homan gets around Anoy. Homan cuts in, got hooked by Anoy. Penalty coming up.
George, I'll jump back on with you here. Taking a break from doing my highlight video, but a nice stretch up the floor by Case Noman. I had the pleasure watching him last year. He played a short time for the Gladiators, but he's a sneaky forward that is really elusive and getting behind defense, and he did so right there. Forced a big penalty against Black Ice.
And when it comes to Anoy, and when it comes to man-to-man, Homan against Anoy is a mismatch. Soper toe drag scores!
Oh. Yeah, that's a pretty one, George.
It is. And again, that's it's unfortunate because Inouye is a great player, but that's just speed-wise, it's a mismatch for Case at home.
That's
We've got a
that's
4-2
pretty
score.
goal. You know, the Bordercats are busting out some fancy tallies here. Normally you think the Bordercats are a team that are going to pump the front of the net and try to get some greasy ones, but I mean, they've scored some highlight reel ones here, and then they got Strauss standing on his head back there. Got to give him a Tylenol. It's been fun to watch so far.
You've got a 4-2 game. Bordercats in the lead. There's a shot saved by Strauss. Oh, they collide in the corner. Soper and Kozlov. Lemke and Kozlov, I beg your pardon. Zavo takes that shot, goes over top of the net.
Got to watch out if you're the Bordercats, so you got to keep doing what you're doing, because remember earlier, Black Ice scored 2 goals in the blink of an eye.
Absolutely, and they can do it again. They're just that kind of team. But right now, I just think it's going to be some suffocating defense unless there's a mishap here on the Bordercat part. Suffocating defense has to come down.
There's just way too much time left, 6 minutes. You got to keep pedal to the metal. They're doing a good job of not sitting back. That's what's been going well for the Bordercats.
It's Chavo controlling the puck back to PJ DiMartino. Pascali. Pascali tried to cut in, could not. Looks for the wraparound, got it in front. Gerger fires one, saved by Strauss, and will hang on.
They're doing a good job of gapping up on Pascali because he's such a shifty forward, and he can go from standing still to at full speed and as quick as he can. So they're doing a good job of gapping up, because if you go right at him, he's going to burn you. You got to force him to the outside. They've done a good job with that. A few times he's cut to the middle, but Strauss is going to stop anything cross crease if they got pressure on the backside.
Yeah, and Strauss is one of the, if not the best goaltender in the game, moving side to side as well. So it's not one of those things you can talk about when you need to make Strauss move, because sometimes that's when he's at his best. So it's a tough read there with Strauss. You just got to keep shooting and keep shooting. So you're right. The speed, it's sneaky speed, and that can get him. And that's what got Homan on Inouye. It was a mismatch there. You want to keep possession away from Black Ice as much as you can here in this situation. Tiffenworth up on the wing. Caligiuri in the slot. Gets, kick save basically from Kish, but he turns the puck over there.
I think Black Ice is trying to get a little bit too fancy too. When they get opportunities, they need to start just shooting and hoping that Strauss gets beat. They're trying to get on top of the net and make these fancy goals they like to score.
Tiffenworth got it back in front. Here's Kraft to Caligiuri, fires, Strauss again!
Wow. That's amazing. Right on cue, we talked about it.
And great puck movement there, but Strauss is coming up huge.
I mean, Bordercats are playing such a flawless defensive game, and when they finally do break down, Strauss is making these miraculous saves. This should be a 5-4, 4-4 game.
Rockman comes away now. Defended by Gerger, so Rockman will turn right back with the puck. Looked like the specialty lights are on and warming up. I don't know why, but they flashed a couple times in the rain.
Sure that one's just a twinkle in your eye?
I mean, it could be. You never know. Rockman plays it in behind to Misiak. Misiak up in the wing. Soper feeds it up to Rockman. Got by Gerger. Rockman comes in, fires one. Misiak scores! I beg your pardon. It's over the top of Machinsky. Misiak's on the rink, but it's 5-2 Bordercats. Wow. If there were 2 games, I would say I wouldn't expect this turnout. It would be the Roadrunner game and the Bordercat game here.
Well, the Roadrunners, like you said, you know, maybe they had a chance this one. I didn't give the Bordercats a shot at all, no offense. You know, like Black Ice has just been clicking on all cylinders. They fell a bit short at Narch. They were flawless at Tours. But here, this one, Bordercats taking it to them. Big thanks to their goaltender. But they're being opportunistic, too. Black Ice is getting more chances than them, but when they do, they've capitalized.
Here's another chance. Lemke scores!
head.
Wow.
They're pretty much scoring on every single chance they get.
Timeout coming up from Black Ice. I would not have expected to see this, even if Bordercats do.
Doing something
this off.
crazy out here. What do you think? Like, you got Bordercats with a bunch of Detroit kids. They ain't gone far at all. Then you got the Black Ice, who most of them played IIHF. They went straight from Slovakia to Tampa, played tours. They went straight from tours to Narch, played Narch. And then they came to Detroit. I think Black Ice might be a little bit tired and jet lagged, and Detroit, the guys have been hanging around the Detroit area.
That sounds like a good excuse. It sounds like a good one. It could be, but these guys go.
Yeah.
They're ready for it. They're just not. Listen, this is the first time that I've seen guys speak behind Black Ice and it be so lackadaisical on defense. Like, you just don't see that in games from Black Ice. You don't. We're seeing it today.
And I think more of the case, though, is just how flawless the Bordercats have played.
Yeah.
It's been fun to watch. I mean, they look like the snipers out here. They're just dominating.
It's wild. It's wild because, and they finished every chance.
Yeah, like I said, opportunistic.
Yeah.
Black Ice can't solve the Strauss puzzle, and every shot Bordercats get seems to be going in. And it's not Machinsky's fault. Maybe the one that popped up over his head he'd like back, but he's had 5 goals where it's just been unbelievable goals.
Now, I'll have to disagree with you a little bit there. I mean, he had a great, here's a chance. DiMartino, toe drag, save. Strauss. And not that he hasn't had a chance, but I think he's clearly been outplayed by Strauss. You know, the saves Strauss are coming up with, those are the saves that Machinsky is not getting. You know, and so he might not have had chance in the goals, but he's not making the big saves that have been needed, like Strauss had made. And here's a penalty call coming up. Baumgarten is going to go. Siciliano knocks that all the way down. 3 minutes left here in regulation time. It's the Mudcats and the Coyotes next. Chavo, Kraft, DiMartino. DiMartino, Kraft, Chavo, fires, scores. Power play goal makes it 6-3 with 2:51 left here in the second period.
Almost automatic when Black Ice gets power play, they're going to score. Like, they don't keep power play statistics here in roller hockey, but you think they'd be like 75%? It has to be. It has to be. And that's a low number. I was thinking 80. I was thinking 85.
If not more. It's disgustingly nasty. And they move the puck so well.
That's a big goal. 3 goals, 245. I mean, that's plausible. Not that 4 was.
Holman has it, almost gave it away to Eisenhower. Kish takes it and just blasts it all the way down. The one thing you don't want to do if you're the Bordercats is start to give away possession. Eisenhower tried to drop it there for Kraft, but the drop was more of a push, and so the Bordercats take possession back. Kish gets that across now. Buck played back in behind the net. Maddox plays it back there to Kish to Holman. Holman left it there. It's a turnover. Eisenhower to Gerger. Under 2 now left. Pushed ahead. DiMartino eludes him. Comes up on the wing here now. Cleared in front of the net. Eisenhower will be the first one there. Eisenhower takes it. Holman on him. Eisenhower drops it. Tried to drop it to Kraft. And it's taken away now by the Bordercats. Maddox leaves it there. Maddox to Holman. Holman drops it in to his own zone for Bokina to kill some more time. Up on the wing to Maddox. Maddox back to Bokina. Travis Bokina to Kevin Maddox. Maddox in behind his own net. It'll be taken by Kish. Ryan Kish now. Kish up ahead. Bokina. Bokina on the wing to Siciliano. Exactly 1 minute left to play here in the second period. Siciliano, defended by DiMartino. DiMartino pushes it ahead. Pascali. Pascali coming away. Pascali got hooked off the puck. Think Soper got away with one there. Pascali has it now. Nobody's in front of the net. He has to handle it himself here. Pascali defended by 3 Bordercat players. Abrams gets in there to help. Taken away now by Rockman. Rockman cuts to the middle. Rockman takes it back now with 30 left, under 30 seconds left. And Rockman gets some speed going, comes away. Rockman gets around one. Looking for another goal. Siciliano fires, scores! With goal differential being so important, that is huge. 7-3 is the score here. Bordercats look to walk away with this one.
It's not like they won, they dominated.
Right, at 2-0. At 2-0. When Black Eyes tied it at 2, I was like, all right, same old story. Just like you talked about earlier in the game. And then the Bordercats just took control of the game. Well, that's it for this one. A surprise here. Bordercats beat Black Ice 7-3. We'll come back with your next matchup. Mudcats and the Halt Alkali Coyotes. Coming up next right here on FWH Live.